Welcome back to another reaction and ting and ting and ting. I'm Mr. Giant, yes I. And we continuing the series of Heritage Minutes here. You understand what I'm saying? Ting, and then this one we starting off with Expo 67. Oh, by the way, these t-shirts here, uh, some people said that they like the t-shirts that I have. If you want your very own, there'll be a pop-up up there, for this exact t-shirt. I'm gonna put them in every video. Go ahead and get you one. You understand what I'm saying? Thing. But we're gonna get into this here, and see what go on. Let's YouTube and simmer. Wrong button.
Okay, we're supposed to be at City Hall.
We're gonna build it right here.
Ah, yeah, sure. And give wetsuits to all the visitors?
No, on the water.
Hey, come on, we're talking about building something the size of 64 city blocks.
And there's no land left in Montreal.
So, get serious.
Listen, we'll build islands.
How? You dig up Montreal?
They're digging a subway, remember? You take it from there, and you put it here.
Oh, wow.
And 25 million tons of fill later, St. Helens Island was reshaped and Ile Notre Dame was created.
Come on. We don't want to keep Mayor Drapa waiting, do we?
Montreal's Expo 67. It would prove to be the most successful World's Fair of the 20th century.
Expo 67. See, I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look up some more on that there. And what using the term Expo 67, we had an expo back home called Expo 69. And I remember going to that with my mom. But there was a circus there, as far as I remember. I was pretty young, when that came. And that was the first time I ate cotton candy. And I hadn't eaten cotton candy for a long time after that, and I guess the tastes of things changed and stuff over the years, because it just didn't taste the same. But then again, when I think back, a lot of the things that I did with my mom when I was a kid just didn't seem the same when I grew up. But I remember there was a circus there, there was rides, there was some exhibitions. But I guess being a kid, I remember the circus more than I remember anything else. But I don't remember what kind of animals and stuff they had in there. But that's crazy. That was Expo 67 where they built this, and like a whole World's Fair come there. And then, 2 years later, there was Expo 69 in Grenada, where I'm from. But like I said, I was a kid, so I don't remember a whole lot about what was there. But I do remember cotton candy. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Nat Taylor. What you do, Nat?
Hi, Mr. Taylor. Now, when are you going to bring in Bridge on the River Kwai? The reviews are fantastic.
Well, I'm still doing 50% business with witness for the prosecution.
We saw that last week, and we seem to be the only ones here to see this foreign movie.
Columbia Pictures again. If we don't take Kwai now, they're going to send it across the street.
Well, they can't. Wait a second. Little Elgin is half the size of the main one, isn't it? So I moved witness into Little Elgin and Kwai into the Bay, and I filled both. So then I tried a 5-plex in Toronto. So I said, if I was the first to split an old movie house into 2 small ones of 5, then what about 15 houses in one?
15, Nat.
Not 15? Then what about 21?
When Nat Taylor opened the world's biggest multiplex in Toronto, he changed the way the world goes to the movies.
What? What? The multiplex idea came from there? Man, what haven't you all done for the first time? Somebody's going to say it was done elsewhere before, because I've seen comments like that on there. But the multiplex, who would have thought? Wow, that's interesting there. It makes me, when I go to the movies, kind of see it differently now that I know where it's, where the original idea came from. Cool. Cool, people.
Tommy Prince
Next one.
had enemy lines. The enemy was in trouble.
That time at Anzio, for 3 days on his own, he trained our guns.
He never boasted about his army time. Never said nothing.
One of the few non-Americans ever awarded the Silver Star of the United States. Tommy's the prince.
He was the bravest man I ever seen.
But after Italy and France, and then twice in Korea, he had to fight the battles of peacetime in a community where Canadian Indians have it hard. Of poverty, which would claim his many, many medals. He had to fight the drink, and he did. And family troubles, and he did. And he died in dignity. One of the most decorated soldiers in Canada's history. Tommy Prince of the Ojibwe Nation. The Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry are honored to say farewell to one of our own.
The cool thing about these minutes, man, is that they encompass all races and stuff, and they give everybody credit for everything that they did. And the fact that they said that most people who's been in wars don't really talk about it, that is so true. You know what I mean? See a lot of vets walking around here, and they, like, I'll give you an example. Where I live here, it's purported that they send out the most bodies to war per capita than anywhere else in the country. And when the invasion happened in Grenada, little did I know that I would come to a place where a random guy on the bus, random dude on the bus, start talking to me about being in Grenada, not knowing that I'm Grenadian, because he thought I was Jamaican. And then we start exchanging things that we seen and stuff like that, and then when we realized we're the same place, we were talking about the same country where I'm from. And then he started talking about his experiences, because I guess he knew that I would get it because I was there. But to talk about people about people who weren't there, to them it's like a story. It's not real reality. They could only imagine what it's like. And I'm talking about wars in general, not just Grenada, the Grenadian invasion. So the fact that he doesn't talk to, the veterans don't really talk to anybody else about it, doesn't mean they don't talk to each other about it. You know what I'm saying? But this guy here, like an indigenous person who fought, won all those medals, get recognized for it. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's keep going here.
Das hat man richtig viel leichter gemacht. Die Lebensquelle ist Land.
Ottawa asks us to design a pump for the third world.
International development said lightweight, rust-proof, so simple you could fix it with a rubber band and a bent nail. I said, with today's technology, no problem.
Well, maybe today's technology is the problem. So?
It's great how they think outside the box when you're creating stuff.
In our own backyard. Mennonite resourcefulness. Hey.
She says you Canadians have such modern ideas.
Tell her it's really a very old idea.
Please, if you'll just listen to me. The government is doing everything.
I don't know why this is skipping like this for some reason.
Every one of these men and some of these women have put their lives at stake for this country. And some of them have come home to, well, they've had no homes to come home to. Is that any way to treat citizens that have gone through what we've gone through?
Lester, what about no-cost mortgages?
Mortgages? These people don't even have a down payment.
We could reduce the down payment to a token level. Call it over.
I've just had an idea, but I need you to help me get their attention.
Within days, an order in council boosted veteran housing to 10,000 units and launched the country's post-war boom. The sheer moral force of the returning vets had prevailed.
Okay, I think that was the end of all the Heritage Minutes there. I think I've reacted to this one before, but I think this is a good way to end the whole series and thing like that, where they're showing taking care of the veterans, and I hope today that still continues in Canada. Comment down below. Tell me about your vets there because, the vets here, man, there's a lot of them just wandering the streets. I'm not saying they're not getting taken care of. Don't come after me, people. But like I talk to a lot of them on the bus, or even when I'm just walking the street and stuff, I run into people who who proclaim to be vets and stuff, and they talk about going to the vet, which is the hospital and stuff like that. So this is a good way to end this series here. You know what I mean? We gotta take care of our vets and stuff, man. Thank you for whoever. It's been so long since somebody recommended that I watch these things. Thank you so much for recommending this. I'm gonna look up more things about Canada to react to because, Canada is closely associated to my island, being a former British colony and stuff like that. I would like to know more. Drop some suggestions. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna watch one, and I do believe it's by Tom Brokaw or something like that. And I was reminded of that the other day, so most definitely I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I urge everybody to watch it. You know what I mean? Thank you all so much for suggesting. Thank you all for commenting. Comment again down below and thing. You know what I mean? And keep watching these vibes with me, man. I love reading y'all's comments, and I try to respond to all of them. Thank you. You all take care of each other, all right? Cool runnings.